You have it?
Hey, Duane, do you mind if I ask you just a question here? Have you any experience with that LSG stuff?
LSD?
Yeah, Matt, that's
Wait.
you.
Wait, you didn't go and buy it, did you?
Yeah, we talked about this last time. I got a few, well, my buddy called them tabs because he was at a music festival, and I've been
Wait.
saving them up.
Kelsey was saying to not take it, right? But Kelsey's evil. Kelsey's an evil reptilian. You weren't here for that. We found that out last week.
Kelsey's an evil reptilian.
Yeah.
She seems so helpful. That's a shame.
She's evil. So you should take it. Because she said not to.
I would suggest not to do anything like that, young man. I did one time when I was in my early 20s, okay, and I'm not going to go through the experience, but actually you can call it LSD or whatever you want, or whatever they call these things, etc., meth and so on, but you really don't know what you're taking. And so the reaction, you're going to have to deal with it because you can't stop the experience. Now, what this does, when you have these altered things like that, okay, cocaine or heroin, LSD, angel dust, whatever you want to call it, okay? Just because the label is there, all right, doesn't mean it's what it is. And besides, these are synthetic things, and you are actually controlled by them. And this is where the reptilians come in your astral body and other bodies, and tapline the hell out of you. And you're going to have to deal with a lot. So at first, you're going to get kind of high. You're going to have some fun. But the end result is you're going to be carrying that for the rest of your life, and you're not going to see it. And it's going to go into future lifetimes. So if you don't mind doing that, then you have the choice. You can do it. But it's not going to be good. None of it. But it's the world agenda. It's a one world agenda, etc. And Secret Service, I saw this coming 30 years ago. Just like 9/11, etc. I saw that coming too. So no, see, you're buying marketing ploy from the government. These are the biggest Nazis in the world, etc. And so again, most people are so literalized, they don't know where else to look. So I'm showing you how to go to the real side, the back side, kind of like in the Matrix, but that's only the first step there. You're going to go a lot further here to see what's going on and check things out for yourself, as opposed to these stories that you hear, but this is up to you. So again, most people will just go with the surface world and what they're told, the marketing ploy. That's why the world is like it is in the last 2 to 300 years. It's all poisoned, and it's getting worse because people keep agreeing to being poisoned. Now, if that makes sense with you, then just keep doing the same thing you're doing, because you're going nowhere except growing old, and you don't know where you're going after this lifetime, and you will be lost again, and you'll come back into another lifetime with a worse body and worse conditions. That's already a given. So again, I'm just trying to show you how to see this for yourself so you can adjust your own life accordingly, because what you're getting out there in the surface world is marketing ploy, sound good stuff, little thrills, and the end result is, no, look at old people. So they've been through the mill. Look at them, 70, 80, 90 years old, and they're sitting around depressed and weird and strange. Well, again, it's only a matter of moments before you're there, because that's where you're going, unless you wake up and have the awareness to be able to handle what's coming up, because you're going to be there soon too. It's just going to all of a sudden, poof, you're going to be there. So, Eric, you're having really good experiences, right, and you have the acknowledgement of the real guides. Okay, so lucky you. So these are not the old cutie things, saviors, angels, and all that nonsense. Those are a bunch of stories. These are real guides to the real universes, and very few people can recognize them. See, you've come to the point where you recognize them. Look at the rest of the world. They don't recognize them. They don't know. So there's no relationship there. Yeah, it's very, very important.
That's what I'm called the big brain.
Yeah, and I've seen so many people throw it away, and then you're just going to go into more lifetimes. And so go ahead and grab your thrills, because they're all going to be gone. No matter how many thrills you chase, they're all going to be gone, because if you haven't recognized your real awareness, you got nothing. That's real, because all you have is
Well,
your mind
it's
and
real
your
awareness. So yeah.
Yeah, and that operates the 5 bodies, and that's a whole heck of a lot to recognize. And so you got a long ways to go. So again, step at a time. Don't try to do leapfrog and jumps and whatever. You know, just because you're in school and you're thinking that, you know what, I want to be in the 2nd and 3rd grade. Well, I'll just get up from this class and I'll just run over there and go in the room and, wow, I'm in 2nd grade. Well, you don't know nothing. You don't even know 1st grade yet. So again, you got to go through the steps. Just because you run into the room doesn't mean you're in 2nd grade, okay? And just because a person is voted in as president doesn't make them president. All these presidents are not real presidents. They're all bastards. They're supposed to lead people.
What's a real
to help
president?
them.
Can you give an
What's a
example?
real president? A person that helps others do better, not a person that steals from everyone. You see, just because they can give them lip service that sounds good.
I should run for president.
There have been no real presidents. I would suggest you just stay focused on what you're doing a step at a time.
Well,
but if you
think about it, Duane, think about it. I could get up there and spread awareness for the world to hear. Wouldn't that
and
be great?
that's the 1st grader telling the teacher, well, gee, teacher, I can do what you do. Well, you
No,
can.
I can do what the teacher does, but better.
But it's going to take time, Eric, isn't it? Yeah.
Enough time to run for president.
Yeah. Well, that's up to you. You can do that. But you got to be 35 or older. That's the law.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry. Take some cough drops, okay? So let's just kind of be here and get real. So again, your experience is very, very good. The whole part of that experience is you are to be grounded. In other words, you are to listen to the guidance, okay, and get out of your own mind. So you got to figure that part out too. Yeah, that's your homework.